If you don't remember what Byron Scott was as a player, you missed out on one of the great shooters, I think, in NBA history. I think you averaged 22 one year. Does that sound about right?
That sounds about right.
Okay, but you were more that 18-foot jumper. Would you have been more of a 22, 23, 24-foot jumper if you played today with today's style?
Absolutely. Our team wasn't built that way. Like you said, back in those days, that's just not how you play basketball. You were really more of an inside-out, team, and that's what we had with James Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Magic was able to go on the post. So we didn't rely on three-pointers. That was almost the last result, when teams were double-teaming us. But, myself and Michael Cooper and Magic, to a certain extent, got his game so developed that he was able to shoot threes as well. But we just didn't do that on a regular basis. But now in today's game, if I shot 5 threes in one game, Dan, that was like unbelievable. So I probably would do that now in one half. If I had the opportunity.
Bird didn't shoot threes.
Nobody really shot them back then. Not to this type of productivity where guys are shooting them 20, 30 times a game. Not guys, but teams in general. That just wasn't something that we did on a regular basis. Like I said, we wanted to feature our best players, Kareem and James and Magic, and those guys were great on the block. If you didn't double team them, they were going to score. If you did double team them, now you're leaving myself, Michael Cooper, and guys like that open.
There's so many angles I want to touch on here. Let me start with greatest Laker of all time. This was the topic on Monday. I know you played with Magic and Kareem.
Yep.
But could you say, and you coached Kobe.
Yep.
Could you say who the greatest Laker of all time is?
That's a tough one. I go back and forth with that because people ask me that question. And when you talk about those three guys, I don't think you get any argument from a lot of people. I think they'll all get votes, obviously. But, man, Magic and Cap, Cap, leading scorer in the history of this game, to me is considered probably the greatest player in the game. And then you got Magic, who's the greatest teammate, greatest leader I've ever been around. So I look at those two guys, and I'm probably a little bit biased because I played with those guys for a number of years. But I love Kobe as well. I came in, I went out when he was coming in, got to know him extremely well, got to be extremely close. So I can't pick between those three, Dan, to be honest with you.
But if you were starting a team, I gave you Magic, Kareem, Kobe.
What era?
At age 22. Oh.
If I was starting that team in the 80s,
so if it's,
I'm taking Kareem.
Kareem, okay, but how about today? Today's game.
Then it would probably be between Magic and Kobe.
Could you imagine Magic if you can't put your hand? Because could he have averaged 30 a game if he wanted to?
Yes, but that wasn't Magic's nature. He was so much of a team player and getting his teammates involved that he never really thought about scoring. That was the third or fourth thing he thought about. I mean, the one year Raleigh had to challenge him and say, we need you to be more aggressive offensively. And then when he was more aggressive, we were a better basketball team.
Well, you won the title with that one-man show against the Sixers. Right. He scored, 42?
42 and 15 and something like that, and 7 assists, and started at center.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he played all 5 positions that game.
Yeah.
So he's one of those unique players that you can put him on the floor, and he's going to flourish, and he's going to make his teammates better.
But where are all the big men now?
I don't know. I think
it's like they've gone to the perimeter.
Yeah, I mean,
like they become small forwards here, Byron.
All these guys are the 6'11", 7 feet guys that would be centers back in our day.
Well, Porzingis is on the perimeter,
7'3".
Yes,
and he's a guy that's he's above the 3-point line. I mean, he can be above the 3-point line. So the game has just obviously changed, big time, Dan, from where it used to be to where it is now, and. It's still an exciting game, but you just got these guys who are so much more athletic at 7'1", 7'2", 7'3", that can put the ball on the floor and also can spread the floor and make shots from threes.
Hello everyone, I spend a lot of time trying to get you guys nice videos, so please subscribe to this page and please subscribe to my second page. The link to my second page is in the description section. Thank you.